Hello everyone, it's me Bryson P. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the 13 strangest things found in Sweden. We're also going to find out if those 13 things are the strangest, or if you guys in the comments can tell me even stranger things or things that are just even more out there than what this video is going to present. Before we get started, I do want to mention, those of you who have sent me a friend request or have messaged me on Facebook, I'm going to get a separate Facebook set up. That way we can be friends over there and I can message and respond there. Due to the fact that it is just my personal Facebook, I've only got like 63, 64 friends, and it's that way for a reason. So I appreciate the friend requests and the message. I do see them messages, but give me just a little bit. I will have a separate Facebook set up so that way we can communicate and go that way. Let's get started and find out the 13 things. This is by the channel American Eye, so let's see what the American Eye thinks about this. Here we go.
13 strangest things found in Sweden. Yeah.
No.
Number 13, Ladonia. Sweden is a large country in Northern Europe with untouched forests, beautiful women, and a language with words that are hard to pronounce. The bizarre towers that are constructed here are actually art installations on the rocky beach. The artwork is made of 70 tons of driftwood and nails and appears to look like it took a lot of time to put together. Ladonia went unnoticed for 2 years, but eventually Swedish authorities noticed the structures and were planning on destroying it. Since the art installation was somewhat illegal to build, there needed to be some technicality to keep it from being demolished. In 1996, the small area only surrounding the artwork was declared its own micronation after a long court battle. The micronation even has their own queen that you see here.
What?
No.
What? Where's that at? Dang, that's so close to Copenhagen. And right there, oh man, I might have to stop. What in the world is that? Is this for real? I mean, it's obviously going to be for real, but okay.
The micronation even has their own queen that you see here. Number 12, the Stockholm Bull. This crazy statue is located in the capital city of Stockholm, Sweden. This probably isn't the weirdest statue in the country, but it's one that's been popular in recent years with tourists. It seems to just be floating around in midair, but it's actually dangling from a building connected with wires. It's not known exactly where it is or why they decided to build it, so if any of our Swedish subscribers out there know about this, let us know in the comment section. Number 11, the Uter Inn. There might be some limited accommodations at this strange hotel in Sweden, located northwest of Stockholm on Lake Mälaren. There is only one room available and it's completely surrounded by water. This was dreamt up by the Swedish artist Mikael Jönberg as a place to observe marine life and enjoy the isolation. It certainly seems like a rough place to stay during a long cold winter in Scandinavia. The small red house has room for one bed and one toilet under the water. Guests are picked up on an inflatable boat, and once they're there, unless you feel like swimming, there's no way to escape. Number 10.
That's neat. Small, but neat. There's obviously other places in the world like that.
10. Trojaborg Labyrinth. This is located on the little island of the eastern coast of Sweden called Gotland that makes up less than 1% of Sweden's total land area, but has quite a few mysterious places. It's also nicknamed the Island of Roses for its ideal climate capable of growing roses. Many of these stone labyrinths were built during the 1800s, but this one is considered to be possibly older. There isn't too much known about this landmark, in English at least, but there seems to be quite a few stone mazes found on the island of Gotland. Number 9. Kolarbyn Ecolodges. If you're looking for a crazy place to stay and felt like living inside a tree trunk for a few nights, this strange place might be the right place for you to visit. Each lodge here is completely built out of all natural materials. You won't have any amenities such as running water or electricity. Fresh water is found from a nearby spring, and it's
that would be cool. Where's that at? I know he probably said it, but I can't pronounce that. That'd be cool.
Place for you to visit. Each lodge here is completely built out of all natural materials. You won't have any amenities such as running water or electricity. Fresh water is found from a nearby spring, and it's totally possible to survive out the environment here. The staff will not make you hunt your own food and provide you with an all-organic breakfast. This resort also stated that it preserves a 400-year-old Swedish tradition of extracting iron from charcoal. The outdoor activities will certainly allow you to enjoy the beautiful Swedish nature.
I need more than just a couple days off for vacation. I need the couple weeks per year for holiday that y'all get. Because I'm telling you, this 5 days for vacation ain't going to cut it. Seeing this stuff, and I'm telling you, man, 5 days ain't going to cut it. 2 weeks, barely, but, man.
Number 8. Betsnäs Cargrave. Sweden might be known for some quality automobiles such as Saab and Volvo, but these ones here don't seem to be like what they used to be. Here you'll find over 1,000 classic rusting vehicles from the 1950s. Many vehicles have been abandoned by troops during World War II, found in the graveyard to break down the rusting junk and sell the valuable parts. This is located in the county of Betsnäs and are being engulfed by the forest. Many cars are covered in moss, and strict rules apply to anyone considering taking a piece with them. It's estimated that all the scraps could be worth about $100,000 just in metal alone, but efforts have not been made to clean up the mess. Number 7. UFO Memorial. Sweden can be a pretty mysterious place at times with all the green forest and isolated places. It seems like the right place to find a UFO. Near the city of Ängelholm, a memorial was erected by a Swedish hockey player by the name of Gösta Karlsson in 1946. He claims that if it weren't for the alien contact, his successful pharmaceutical company wouldn't be such a big hit. Of course, not everyone believes his claims, and
It's neat that I come across this, and we have a UFO on here, especially whenever in my last video talking about the 5K giveaway that's going to be coming up whenever I hit 5,000 subscribers. But the top 3 winners are going to get a newspaper about the Kelly Little Green Men alien invasion here where I live. So it's kind of funny. It would be interesting to go see too in person.
Number 6. Sun Cannon. In the city of Åtvidaberg in southeastern Sweden, it's known for its great fishing and its soccer team. Also, its explosive timekeeping methods. This cannon doesn't fire any real ammunition, but each day at 1 p.m., the sun hits a magnifying glass. As you can tell from this photo of the sun cannon, it creates a spark and sets off the black powder inside. These cannon clocks were actually a popular method of keeping track of time for the wealthy citizens during the 1800s, especially on large estates. And don't worry, it doesn't always appear that it needs to be set off by sun power. On rainy or cloudy days, this cannon will be manually ignited, so tourists can enjoy it no matter what the weather is like.
That's cool. Like the fact that you think about whenever that was created and whenever that was popular, the technology at that time or the advancement, the people that first created that, the advancement in technology for them was astounding at the time. To have that cannon going off at a certain time every day and to know how we, time is a construct that we created and how we keep track of it. So it's so neat. That'd be cool to go see.
Number 5. Luleå Facebook server. So where does Mark Zuckerberg store all the photos you post on Facebook and all the information he gathers about the pages you like and so on? The servers on America's west coast were getting a little bit too full. So in 2013, he decided to build another server, this time in an isolated area in northern Sweden near the Arctic Circle. Mark Zuckerberg claims that the cold air here in this region will keep the servers from overheating. This massive facility.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Probably built it there for the purposes of the location being, of course, more isolated, but also the temperatures being a lot cooler and then also colder longer. It's a whole lot easier to keep server rooms and to keep that building cooler. It's so much more energy efficient that way too, by keeping it cooler that way.
Facility takes up the space of about 6 football fields.
You think about how hot it gets in California and in like Silicon Valley, all those places where a lot of these major corporations are. The fact that it's 100 degrees for half the year and sun and whatnot. I mean, you're building the stuff in the desert. Yeah, it's so much more cost efficient to keep this building cool and to keep those servers cool than it is to keep those servers cool in a desert.
Hydroelectric dams generate the massive amount of electricity needed at this place. A facility like this costs $760 million and probably has a massive electric bill. Sharing those cat photos with your friends on the internet is actually a little bit more complicated than you might have thought. Number 4. WikiLeaks server room. This room might seem like the perfect place for a James Bond villain to hide out at, but it's actually the server room of WikiLeaks. That's right, Facebook isn't the only online company with server facilities in Sweden. WikiLeaks does too, and this one seems even more secretive. All the WikiLeaks files are being held at this former Cold War nuclear bunker that looks like it's been decorated by IKEA. Here in this photo, you see the submarine engine power generators that are used in case of a power outage or other emergencies, and are one of the best countries in Europe when it comes to this human right. Number 3.
So that's like having server rooms and having stuff like that built into the Cheyenne Mountains here in Wyoming, where we have our secret bases and different things.
Rok Runestone. One of the most well-known runestones in the world, the Rok Runestone was partially deciphered during the 19th century when it was found, being used as some kind of building material by a church. It remains one of Sweden's most mysterious objects. Today, this is found standing in the sparsely populated province of Östergötland. It's believed to have been made in the 9th century AD. The stone was eventually moved from its original location and sits on display outside a churchyard. Some believe that the inscription was made intentionally difficult to read because it could be a part of a magical ritual. There are many speculations on the mysterious story about a father losing his son during the war that's inscribed on the stone, but many archaeologists are willing to agree that it's an important lost piece of Norse mythology. Number 2. The Swedish solar system. The largest model of the solar system in the world is located in Stockholm, Sweden. The sun is represented by the large globe arena, which is one of the biggest spherical buildings in the world, and the other planets are located throughout Stockholm. Some are even found in the suburbs. All planets are properly scaled. It seems like a fun thing to explore when visiting Stockholm and trying to find each planet. For example, in this photo, we...
Okay. See, and those are things right there. Okay. This is why I don't want to just go to Stockholm for one day or for 2 days. Because I know that there's so much stuff like this in Stockholm where there's no way that I could see all this and experience it in just a 1 night or 2 night experience. You know, it's already going to be hard enough with only 11 days physically in country between the 3 to do everything, that to add Stockholm as much as I want to, you know, just travel wise, man. I'm telling you, I will be back, and I'm going to have a trip that's where it's dedicated pretty much just to Sweden, where I can spend a lot of time, you know, in places of Sweden, not just in Stockholm, but throughout, where I can experience all of this stuff and actually have the time to do it. And as we grow, I imagine that time and that capability will grow too. And that's what I hope.
We see Earth, and it's located in the Swedish Museum of Natural History. In this photo, we see Neptune, which is located in the coastal town of Stockholm. Mars is found inside a shopping center, and if you try to find each one, you'll end up getting a decent tour of Stockholm and the surrounding area.
Is Pluto in there? I gotta ask, and that's just being honest. And I know that I mentioned like how I'm a lot better at the solar system and the astronomy side than I am like with geography. And just to give you an example here, we got the sun, and then you got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. But is Pluto in there?
At number 1, Lutefisk. Possibly the strangest thing you might come across while in Sweden aren't all the crazy places or weird hotels, it's their food. Lutefisk basically means live fish, and many describe it as the most disgusting food in the world. That is, if you're not Swedish. This traditional Nordic dish takes cod and soaks it in lye for several days, which is used to make soap, cleaning, and killing plants. The end result is something that has a jelly-like consistency. Any suggestions on future videos?
It's soaked in lye? The same stuff where in the movie Fight Club? Never mind, we can't talk about that. Man, what? Okay. I guess that's it, right?
Videos? Leave us your idea in the comments.
Oh. I'm stuck on that lie. That's... what? So that's the 13 strangest things found in Sweden. And I don't know... and because I hear a lot about the surströmming. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not. But, you know, I hear about that, of course, and how it's the fermented fish in a can. But I just don't know about a jelly-like consistency cod that I just don't know. You guys got me on this one. So let me know if there's any more fun facts or any more strange things about Sweden. I'm sure that I'll find out more along the way as we continue this journey. I hope you have a great day, great night, whatever time it is that you see this. It's me, Bryson P., and goodbye.